What is going on, everybody? It's Nothing But Skills, and in today's video we are going to be talking about one new brand set and 4 new talents coming to Title Update 10. So I've been on the PTS and I've been testing it a little bit, and the new brand set that is coming is called Walker Harris and Company. It comes with 3 stat bonuses: 5% weapon damage, 5% damage to armor, and 5% damage to health. Yes, some pretty cool stats to have on a brand set, but we won't know how they work until we test those out. So that is the one new brand set. But what's also cool about this brand set, the chest piece comes with a perfect talent. It's called Perfect Headhunter. So you can get Headhunter regular or you can get Perfect Headhunter. But the Walker Harrison Company brand set actually has the perfect version of it. So after killing an enemy with a headshot, your next weapon hit within 30 seconds deals an additional 150% of that killing blow's damage. So if you hit for, that killing blow hits for like 10 million, you're gonna hit for 150%. Now, one thing you guys should remember, there is a regular headhunter, which is going to give you 125% of that killing blow. Now, the damage is capped at 1500 of your weapon damage. So 1,500, 1,500 of your weapon damage percentage. So that's going to be the max that you'll be able to hit. So what we're going to do is, I just want to show you the headhunter. I believe I have a sniper build on right now, and we have it right here. So I have the chest piece Perfect Headhunter. So I had focused on, so I swapped it out. I reset the thing. So we're going to look at, so remember, the first killing blow is where it doubles by 150%. So I'm gonna try to get, so we got 9 million there, and we have to track the numbers. So that's 9 million, okay? And then now let's see what we hit for. So 24 million. So you can see we went from 9 million to 24 million. The DPS tracker on the side is only showing 19 million, but that's just because it doesn't really calculate the full amount. And I think I've gotten this up even higher. So just to see what my max shot is with this sniper build, not using focus. So remember, you have 30 seconds, and look, 36 million. So my next shot was 36 million, and that's why I tell you, this is crazy. This is actually a really good talent. I can see a lot of people going from focused to running this if you're running some type of sniper build. Especially if you're solo play. This is actually a really good talent, and I'm excited to see this. So I'm glad they added this. Remember, there's a perfect version that comes on the new brand set, but there is also the regular version that gives you 125%. I really like this talent for the fact that they made it so it's not your next shot. So if you miss your next shot, it doesn't go away. It's your next hit. That's what's key about this talent. And I think a lot of people might actually swap to this with their sniper builds for solo and group play, when you're just not trying to hit those crazy shots, because you can still hit pretty hard, as you guys saw in the range. But yeah, let's dive into our next talent that I want to get into. Now, the next talent also comes with perfect and not perfect. And the perfect version comes on the Walker Harris and Company brand set. Now, it's called Adrenaline Rush. Well, the perfect talent is called Perfect Adrenaline Rush. Whenever you are within 10 meters of an enemy, you gain 23% bonus armor for 5 seconds. Now, this does stack up to 3 times, so that could be up to extra bonus armor, and the regular version is 20% bonus armor, so you can have up to 8 bonus armor, which is actually really, really cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on a shield builder real quick and just show you how the stacks look. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up to these guys right in front of me, and remember, as soon as they come within me, that's where you'll see the bonus armor. So we have a 2 stack right there, right? At the very bottom, you also see it. Now, the next time mine comes off a cooldown, I'll actually have a 3 stack. Look, and there was a 3 stack right there. But at the bottom, you'll always see when Adrenaline Rush is active and when it's on cooldown. When you have the little gray bar, that's when it's going on cooldown. It's for 5 seconds, and it's lasting. And I can see when somebody pairs this up with a crazy tanky build, this is actually going to be really, really good to be some type of tank. So I can't wait to see what kind of combinations people can run around it, but I really think this talent is pretty good, and the cooldown isn't too bad for the amount of time that you're going to have the bonus armor. So yep, that is Adrenaline Rush. Well, this is Perfect Adrenaline Rush, and This is how it works. So let's get into our next one. Now the next talent is in sync. Now we're gonna be using the perfect version of it. This is perfectly in sync and it comes on the named weapon, the new named weapon Harmony. Now, what perfectly in sync does is hitting an enemy, it grants 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Now the regular in sync will be 15%. And then also using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 20% weapon damage, which also be 15% with the regular in sync for 5 seconds. Now it actually gets better. Damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active. So that means that could be up to 40% weapon damage on perfectly in sync, and on regular in sync can be up to 30 damage, right? With hitting an enemy grants that skill damage for 5 seconds, and then when you're using a skill or damaging an enemy with the skill, you get that extra weapon damage. So let's take a look at this. Let's test this out and see how effective it can be. So we have the turret up, right? And we can see we have the first one active. You can see like the little right under where it shows our grenades, we can see the symbols, right? So the in sync symbols. And as all three are active, we're gaining that extra damage, that weapon damage, right? We're also getting the extra skill damage, and it's also doubled. So when you have all three of those active, that is when you know that this skill is active. So that's what's really, really cool about this and how much damage you can do. The damage difference is going to be a lot. So for people who are stacking more into skills versus more into weapon damage, this is a great way for them to gain some extra damage, right? Some extra weapon damage. So now you can actually help your teammates versus just being all skill damage. And that's what I think is really cool about this new talent in sync, and I think a lot of skill players, including myself, are gonna enjoy it. So we're gonna test this out real quick. We're gonna just see how effective this is and how often we can keep, right? We can keep all three active. So right now we have it active and it's actually really good. The turret's still hitting. This is a skill build, so you can see the turret's doing a lot of the damage. And then we have the hive out. Right now we only have one. So right now the only thing we have active, we only had the skill one, now we get all three active. So it's actually pretty easy. I could see this being really good and really beneficial in group play. Being able to put that extra damage down on these NPCs is going to be effective. Now one thing you need to remember is they still hit hard. So now that you are standing out of cover, you know, they will be shooting you. But overall, I am really enjoying this new talent and I can't wait to keep play testing this one. And the final talent we're gonna be reviewing that is coming to this PTS, which I think a lot of skilled players are gonna like this. It's called Mechanical Animal, and this one is an assault rifle. Now remember, you can't get this future perfect on regular weapons, but we're looking at the perfectly version. This one is weapon kills grants +1 skill tier for 18 seconds. Yes, 18 seconds plus 1 skill tier. You can stack this up to 3 times. So that means you can literally put 3 skill tier, and as long as you get a kill, you can get 6 skill tier. So if you run 3 offensive, 3 skill tier, you can actually have a hybrid damage build. And I can't wait to actually test that out and see how effective this is. Now the regular version, it still gives you the +1 skill tier for weapon kills, but instead of 18 seconds, it's 15 seconds. And then also where it says the overcharge cooldown, 80 seconds on perfectly, 90 seconds on the regular version. Now weapon kills, so say if you're at 6 skill tier like I am now, weapon kills at this skill tier grants an overcharge for 15 seconds. So it's another way for you to get those overcharges, which I think is pretty cool. I like that. I like the fact that they're giving you the ability to hit overcharge a different way. Now, now that I'm a 6 skill tier, if I get a kill, that is really cool. I can overcharge that. Now, one thing I do want to test out is, say if I have 4 skill tier, right? So I get two kills, right? Then I'll be at 6 skill tier because I'm getting 2 extra skill tiers. But then what if I get another kill? Will that put me in overcharge? That might be cool because then I can still stack into offensive. I can stack into offensive and imagine pairing this up with a technician class that already gives you 1 skill tier. The possibilities are endless. But if we just take a look at this, we're gonna activate it. Remember, we need to get a kill first. So let's get a kill. So we got a kill. Now it's active. You can see it at the bottom left-hand corner. Now we're gonna throw our seekers. So this is overcharged. And look how long it lasts. We have time to even throw out our bleed. Imagine if you pair this with something where you get your skills back, right? With feedback loop. Imagine if you pair that up with hardwire. You get your seekers back twice. You can have overcharged seekers instantly. That's pretty cool. But that is the 4 new talents, the new brand set that comes with 2 perfectly talents on the chest and backpack. And remember, all of these have the regular versions, and you can find these in your recalibration table. So once you go to talents, I'm just gonna go all the way down, and at the very bottom you're gonna see headhunters. So that's just one of them. But yeah, you can get all of these talents. You can farm these talents in title update 10, and you can have them the regular version, or you can have the name version. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this video up here. I will see you guys in the next Division 2 video, but until then, nothing but skills out.